What are the best practices for an Instagram post?
I think consistency is a massive one that's often underrated. I see a lot of Instagram channels that although they post good content, the content is very scattered. And one of the things that happens as you scroll through your Instagram feed is you have all these different users, right? And you often don't have the time to look at who's posting what. So your image, your picture has to scream your brand. The user doesn't have to read, oh, this is JCPenney or oh, this is Taco Bell. They have to know it's JCPenney or Taco Bell from just looking at the image. That's one. The other thing, one of the good ways to achieve that as a brand is to hire a team of people who are already big on Instagram. So a lot of brands, is a big trend of you hire your head of Instagram or social media from the social media platform. Someone who has 19, 20,000 followers, not massive people, but someone who's very experienced and who could infuse your brand with that philosophy.
One thing that I would say from USC is, I mean, we're a university with an active campus life, and so I was actually sitting in on the Snapchat conversation earlier, and one thing that I noticed that the young people were saying over and over, and I strongly agree, is that Instagram is the place that you go when important and really big things are happening. You don't actually have to post every day. You can post when the most kind of like exciting and biggest things are happening. I think there's this kind of expectation that you should be posting a picture every single day on Instagram. If you don't have anything good to post, don't force your content. There's this kind of idea, right? Like, oh, I should be saving up pictures and I should be posting things just to post things. Don't save up pictures. At the university, our students know when a picture is 2 weeks old and we've saved it and we've posted it later. They don't respond the same way as when that picture is very fresh and really kind of like in the moment, and they love in the moment posts. Or you could save up a picture but post it when it's appropriate. Like if I save up a picture from 2 months ago but then I post it because today is, I don't know, like today is sandwich day or whatever, that's an appropriate time to post a saved up picture.
I'd say really using the strength of Instagram is beautiful imagery. Instagram's strength and what it grew upon was great visuals and visual filters and look and feel. So you really want to have amazing imagery, whether it's video and or just still images, and that's really important. That's the strength of Instagram and what makes the platform unique today. And so really using it for that strength.
Yeah, I would say when you're thinking about any of these social platforms, you're thinking about why are people there and how do I communicate or storytell to them in a native fashion that is native to that platform. And to your point, Instagram is definitely a place where people are looking to be inspired, where they're looking to be transported somewhere. So it isn't something where you're looking at quantity, you are looking at quality. I heard an art director recently share in our office about every pixel matters. And so they're really talking about the lighting, they're talking about the composition of the shot itself. But I think that philosophy, that especially on Instagram, when you're thinking about people unfollow faster on Instagram probably than any other platform, it really is about filtering and making sure that when you go into that feed and your thumb is moving really fast, you're likely to stop. Why is this here? You may go back to look at this profile. If to your point, it's really disjointed and you're like, this is not a cohesive storytelling, narrative, etc., unfollow. So I think what's really important is thinking about every pixel matters, every piece of content matters. And so it's really about choosing what you're trying to say, why you're trying to say it, and the perfect opportunity to say it.
And that's a really important point because that doesn't go for all social media, right? When you're on Snapchat, it's raw. You don't have to think about pixel perfect. If you actually think pixel perfect, you're not going to have really authentic content. You just want to post in the move, in action, behind the scenes look. Instagram, however, as compared to Snapchat or Twitter, is that aesthetically, meticulously crafted content.
Well, it's curated. It's curated, it stays, and it creates a whole imagery versus Snapchat is ephemeral, goes away after a period of time. Instagram still is around. And it's you look at people's handle and it should be curated almost, like an art gallery of your brand.
No worries. Well said, everybody. The three things I always say are most important, whether you're doing a big campaign or running your own account, is audience, content, distribution. Figure out who you're trying to hit. That determines your content. And once you know that, you're actually able to figure out distribution, which could be paying influencers to seed it out to their followers, or do some sort of trade, or figure out how best to get on the trending page, or find ways to get further eyeballs on you. In order to actually get that effect, it must be organic, it must be authentic. When we do campaigns with influencers, we call it your choice, your voice. Take essentially the RFP, the KPIs of the brand, but put it into your own unique voice. This way, it's believable, it's interactable, and it's shareable.